Hey, so I'm going to explain how to conceal your eyebrow if you have thick, dark eyebrows like me, which are irritating. You want to get your hair out of your face, first of all. Oops. And I'm just going to do one eyebrow so you can see the difference. Right, first of all, you need a Pit stick. This is a Pit stick that I've coloured in black. There are various websites that tell you how to do this in different ways, and if it tells you to use spirit gum, don't. And if it tells you to use wax, you can, but it's not as good. Pit stick or like a glue stick is actually your best option. The purple ones work really well, but what you literally want to do is go from your inner corner, and you have to keep the pressure even the whole way and go over it like that. So I just have Pit stick all over my eyebrow now. You want to take a beauty blender and you want to tilt your head to the side like this so you can see it, and if you see any hair sticking up, roll your blender or your sponge or your hand or whatever along to make sure you get it really flat. And you should definitely wait for the Pit stick to dry, because if you don't wait for the Pit stick to dry, things start to go wrong. Also, make sure you get an extra little bit on this inner corner bit here, because it never seems to want to stay. And just work on keeping it nice and flat. So that's drying. I can't be bothered to edit this video, and it's not really a very big tutorial, so you're just gonna have to wait with me while it dries. You could be doing your other makeup at this point. I'm not gonna I don't know if I've said this yet. I know I thought it, but I'm only gonna do one eyebrow, so you can see the difference. I think I did say that. Another trick is if you've got really dark eyebrows, before you put the glue on, or after if you want, when it's drying, is to go over with a white eyeliner. It will give you a lighter colour, which means that you can match your skin tone more evenly with your foundation, because if you have dark patches under your foundation, then it will make your foundation look weird in some places. So make your eyebrow white, basically. And then you want to get a powder, whichever one you wish to use, in the colour of your skin. And you want to press that on, and you're not like doing a light dabbing motion, you're packing it on. So hold on, don't know if you can see, I've just set the glue a bit. I mean, obviously the colour doesn't match yet. This is my tool of the trade for doing my eyebrows. It's like a concealer stick. It's really high coverage, like I'll show you on the back of my hand. It's really thick and high coverage, so use that over. And this is why it's so important that you got it flat the first time round, because if it's not completely flat and there's hair sticking out, then it will affect the way that the foundation looks over the top. Again, you want to pop your powder on. And really press quite hard, because it will take out any of the weird texture from the hair. Alternatively, you could shave your eyebrows off, but I felt that was somewhat extreme, and I've heard all sorts of bad things about the way they grow back, so I decided not to. Then, personally, for a final touch, I like to use a little bit of liquid foundation, and then not just my eyebrow, but I match the whole of my face so that it looks really natural, supposedly. over the eyebrow, don't use dragging motions because you'll end up pulling off what you've put on, although your powder should hold most of it in place. And there's lots of ways that have been explained to do this, and I've tried lots of different methods, and this is just personally what works best for me. And this works well on dark eyebrows. If your eyebrows aren't as dark, then you don't need to lighten them, and you might not need to put as heavy foundation coat over the top. Then again, you want to set. Always set. Setting is important. So obviously only this part of my face has foundation, which is slightly lighter than my skin, and why that part of my face looks weird. But once you do your whole face and you've got all your makeup on, you don't really notice. Always set anything liquid with a powder so it doesn't slip. And don't put liquid over a powder because it will make the powder go weird and clotty. Unless you plan on putting powder on top of the liquid that you put on the powder. So if you press on it with your sponge, don't use your fingers because you'll leave dents. But if you use like a really dense sponge, this cotton pad is two-sided. The white side is quite for a light application, and the thicker dark side is for a heavy application. If I use the heavy side, then, because it's densely packed, it takes all the texture out. So, see how it looks gone? I mean, it's not going to be 100% mega super perfect when you have no eyebrow, but to be honest, once you draw your eyebrow in, like if I draw in an eyebrow, this is another reason why you want your powder set. If I draw onto that now, then I can tell that I'm going to drag it. So, just more powder. Lots of powder. I actually tend to do all of my I tend to do my eyebrow, then do all of my facial foundation, unless I'm using heavy amounts of eyeshadow. And then go back and do my eyebrow, because I know that everything, like the glue would have dried and the foundations would have set properly and everything by then. This is a bit too early to be going in, but whatever. See, so now I have a thin archy eyebrow. So I will show you the difference. Attentively, you could pluck your eyebrows to be the right shape, but so that's the thin one, and that's my normal one. So yeah, that's how you do thin eyebrows. Use a setting spray over the top, and even better, whatever colour you do the eyebrow, use an eyeshadow the same colour on a thin brush to set it so that nothing moves. Okay, you're welcome, bye.